Yes, we are back. Back again in Train Sim Classic. Back again to do some more journeys, routes, things with the trains. This time we find ourselves on the South London network, something I don't think I've done for a long time. An older route, but as I was on parts of this route last Saturday, if you're watching this live, I thought I'd do a bit of it today. If you're not watching this live and you're on the YouTubes, hello. This is going out on a day. It's one of them. There's 7 to choose from. There's other things on other days sometimes. There'll be links in the description below to where you can get this route for Train Sim Classic. There'll be a link down there to my Twitch page where you can watch me live on the Twitchy 6 days of the week, not 7, 6. A link down there to a Discord server as well. Evening to Trent and Kataki. There's a name. Feels odd being in Train Sim Classic. It does indeed. Yes, starting off here in what can only be described as an ugly train. Going from London Bridge to London Victoria. So that's a thing. We'll get back inside, but I'll reset my thing. Open some doors, I suppose. Means we go back outside again. It's quite short. It's a little 2-car. Oh, it's quite horny though. We'll put the volumes up slightly so we can hear what's going on. I can't remember this thing. I don't know if it's any good. It may be. It may not be. Goodness. We will find out.
32 moths, where is help? And hello, Stevie.
Greg, 32 months indeed. Thank you very, very much. And hello. Right then, New Cross Gate in 2.7 miles. Let's see what this thing's like from the inside then. It won't work well on your computer. Maybe your computer hasn't got enough specification. Check your specs against Steam to see how you stand up. It's electric. I will up the volumes, which means hornage is quite loud. But at least we can then hear something. So no idea when these things ran. I'm guessing they don't still run because I think I would have spotted something this ugly on the tracks. This is an older route for Train Sim Classic. Been out at speeding. Been out a little while. But yeah, because I was on this line last weekend, then I thought I'd give it a go. No, there's a capital star as well on this, but I picked this because it's the longest route that is available, about 50 minutes. Connor, 16 months. Thank you very, very much indeed. Have I seen the new DLC for ETS? Yeah, I won't bother with that. More trailers. Oh, these have all been scrapped now. Okay. It looks a damn ugly thing. Have we got a view inside? Oh, we have. Uh-oh. Don't look behind. There's some of the carriage is missing. But we will continue on regardless of the missing carriage. The tale of the missing carriage. Yeah, I think I went to London Bridge on Saturday. I don't know where I went. I was confused most of the day. Yeah, well, the reason for the missing carriage is because I'm using Track IR and the game isn't designed for me to be able to turn my head that far. So that's not a problem with the game. That's because I'm using Track IR. Well, we're sort of accelerating. Last time these ran was 2022. Also fairly recently then. It's not bad. I've got to do the slowing down thing. So yeah, there's this and there's the Capital Star. I think there's only shorter routes for that. So I thought I'd do this one. It's a long one. Yeah, it's right from the side. It's just, that's a damn ugly design. Right, New Cross Gate is in 1.1 of the distances of the miles. Interior view. Yeah, there is one. Just did that. That's the bit with the missing thing. We got down to a 25 as well before we arrive at New Cross Gate. You can definitely tell it's an older DLC. It just looks, well, it looks older. But the route could be quite good. Wow, that's not loud at all. Ladies and gentlemen, we will shortly be arriving at New Crossgate. The old Crossgate is no longer available. Got replaced by the new one. Alright, single yellow, track change as well. So I'm guessing into the platform. Down to a 25. So we should bring in the speed. Of course I don't have the AP pack for this train. Every time I say it, I must look at the AP stuff. But after the fact that AP want to rip us off by charging us for clouds, I'm almost inclined not to bother with them anymore. It's Jesus on the cross. What, the fictional person? Called Jesus. No, you know, just a coincidence. We are arriving at New Cross. It's quiet, I'll give it that. Opening the doors. Oh no, not tab. Wrong one. I spend too much time in Train Sim. AP did what now? We're charging us for clouds. Like 20 quid for clouds, and you've got to have the weather pack thing, haven't you? So like 40 quid to get pretty clouds. No. No, no, no. And I think that seems to be the general consensus as well. That's definitely quite horny. Right, broccoli in point 8 of a thing. This thing very much reminds me of a tube train with that traction motor noise. I'm not saying I don't like it. But yeah, not a very long route, especially if we're going down somewhere. So, well, we're going somewhere and then coming back into Victoria. So we start off at London Bridge and end up at the Victorias. So it's an interesting route. We'll look when we stop to see where we're actually stopping. That makes sense. There's some sense in there that was made. Somewhere, maybe. Hang on, that's red. No, it's not. It's green. Make your mind up. It's red for the middle one. It's green for me. Yeah, American trains are much different to UK stuff. Yeah, Peak Forest. I must want to go back to that. Tomorrow night, I'm ahead of schedule pronouncing tomorrow night, but anyway. Tomorrow night I'm going to be doing Midland Main Line for Train Sim World number 3. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now arriving at Broccoli. It's definitely very quiet. Hopefully the capital star. So I can turn the game audio up, but if the pinging thing goes off, the AWS goes off, that's going to be very loud. No, not tab. That one. But yeah, it's different. It certainly is different. Right, where are we going then? So Broccoli, Honor Oak Park, Forest Hill. Oh, that's where my parents came from. Sydenham, Crystal Palace, Gypsy Hill, West Norwood, Streatham Hill, Balham, Wandsworth Common, Clapham Junction, Battersea Park, London Victoria. I always sort of loop around. Well, there you go. I was in Forest Hill in May. Right, Honor Oak Park next. Right, I've turned the game volume up a little bit, so we can get a little bit more of that traction noise. Is there a forest on the hill? Not when I was there. I ended up on Woolwich High Street this Saturday just gone. That was an interesting experience on a Saturday lunchtime. Wow, this thing's not rapid, is it? Yeah, I can probably see why these are withdrawn from service. How is work? Good. Busy, but good. Stokey. Wow, yeah, you would be late for work if you got this thing every day, wouldn't you? Be interesting then when we jump into the Capital Star after this, as to the difference between the two. That's going to be a lot quicker than this one. I'll take the DLR to Woolwich. No, we walked under the river. We walked under the Woolwich foot tunnel thing under the river. And then walked up through Woolwich High Street to get on the Elizabeth line. Which was quite an experience. I think I went on Elizabeth line about 5 times on Saturday. No idea why. I gave up asking or questioning. I just, yeah, okay. Did end up on the London Eye though. My first time ever on the London Eye. As a bit of a surprise for me, which was really enjoyable. I do want to go back and do that when it's dark. No, didn't see Lizzie on the line because she's dead. that would be a reason why. No longer with us. Right, this is Honor Oak Park. Oh, look, I'm in a minus already. That's a surprise. Forest Hill. Oh, I'm losing points for drive quality here. It doesn't like if you just wang your thing all the way forward. It is very much a tube train, isn't it? It definitely sounds like one. But slower. Although tube trains don't really go that fast. Yeah, I can see why this is now going to take 50 minutes to do this round trip. And because I slow down really, really early. That'll be a reason. Right, we're arriving at Forest Hill. Yeah, actually looks like this-ish, I suppose. Yeah, no, I'll give it that. That bend in the road is there. Okay, no, that's fine. What have we got on that view? There you go, thank you. Opening the doors. Doors are opening. Oh, we've got passengers now. Don't do it. Get off the train. Run for your lives. So that's what we're driving on the next one. The thing over there. The one, the other one, that train, not this one, that one. It's got quite a loud hornage. You can tell the modelling is not fantastic because of the way the buttons are, but yeah, it's all right. Who's Ben? Ben does own a road. Right, Sydenham. Right, 0.8 of a mile. Yeah, when I came down here the other week, I came on the overground. Couldn't tell you what train I was on. Yeah, drivers looking out at the other train going, I want to drive that one, I don't want to go on this one. See, well, sometimes the older stuff's better. Sometimes I don't like the newer trains. This is alright. At least the views are half decent. Ow. Hang on, I need to do a thing. Bear with me. That's that done. The commitment to my thumbnails is just overwhelming. Right, into Sydenham. That got a bit bumpy. Ladies and gentlemen, we have now arrived at Sydenham. Or Sydenham, depending on how you're pronouncing it. If you're pronouncing it Sydenham, you're pronouncing it wrong. It looks a flipping ugly thing though, doesn't it? Why has it got these things shoved out the front? Is that, I'm guessing that's so they can put the things to connect it to. Oh, I keep pressing tab. Thing to connect it to another thing. Too much time definitely in Train Sim World 3. I keep pressing tab to be able to do the door things. Tomorrow I'm going to be looking on the screen to look at what I need to click at. Because tomorrow is Train Sim World 3. What's tomorrow? Wednesday, isn't it? Thursday, might be doing some Subway Sim. Friday, we've got balls. Saturday night, doing some Open TTT. And then Sunday afternoon, back on the farm. There is a delayed service in London Victoria due to leave Crystal Palace platform 4 soon. You'll be following the service all the way to Victoria. So keep an eye on the signals. Oh yay! So I'm going to be chasing yellows, is what we're saying then. Dawn, you're still alive, you think? Well, only you can answer that. Thank you very much, Dom. 39 months. That is certainly many of the months. That's more than 12. Has Ethan been practicing for TTD? No idea. Right, we've got 40. So I've certainly got to keep an eye out on these yellows we're going to be chasing. Even the 700 looks better than this. Yeah, well, tomorrow night won't be in the 700. After spending so long in that thing in Train Sim World 3. Tomorrow night we're going to have some diesel action. Bit of HST action. Right, up and over the line. Yeah, it actually sounds all right. And then down into Crystal Palace. Came here the other week, month. Oh, I don't know. Was it a month? With Ethan and Crispy. Came to Crystal Palace. I lose track of all space and time. On the tram? No, on the overground, I think. Right, we got a yellow. Yeah, came to where the palace, well, used to be. Yeah, there's no such place as Old Victoria, but I think the transmitters. There you go. There's the transmitter. It's a mighty erection. Thing is, if I end up being late, which I normally am, then the train that's late in front of me that I'm going to get stuck behind, I might not get stuck behind because I'm late. We have arrived at the Palace of Crystal. Well, it's not there anymore. That's definitely what they cut everywhere else money-wise, you know, like on the interior. They certainly spent on the horn. They dug around in the parts bin for that one. Now we got this horn off this old battleship. Yeah, that'll do. Stick that on there, it'll be fine. Right, Gypsy Hill. Okay, 15 limit. I'm guessing across these points. Before we go into the tunnel. It's not a tunnel of nerve. Doing good. Oh god, that's got dark. Oh no, speeding. That's dark. We should get through the darkness. I haven't put any lights on either. It's not creepy at all. Ow. I have seen the light. There it is. It's over there. Now arriving at Gypsy Hill. Gypsy Hill is the next stop where this train is going to attempt to do the stopping thing. Ow. Braking. Slightly braking. The train's here. If you're getting on the you're walking away from it. If you're getting on the... Where'd he go? Oh, he's turning around and coming back. He's now realised, oh yeah, the train's there. I better get on the train. Where is he walking? Is he just like getting his steps in or something? I need to get my steps in. I'm going to do the walking thing. And now, why is the driver so smiley? I'm so happy. Right, West Norwood. Off with the brakey thing. Right, double yellows. So that late running train is still in front of me. Ow. I was hoping by me being useless it would have got away from me. That's not the case. Less than a mile for West Norwood. So we've got 35, 50, 20. Which they make their mind up. Which speed limit do you want me to stick to? We'll go with the 35 on, or we're going slightly downhillage. Ow. The Sutton and Mole Valley line. Is that the new one? No. I still don't know what I'm doing with Train Sim Classic, if I'm honest. Every time I come back into it, I enjoy it. I do like the longer routes, etc. And the amount of routes I've got, it does give you variety. But I'm just really enjoying Train Sim World 3. So I'm definitely, you know, stuck. That's what I'm trying out for a few weeks anyway. Doing Train Sim Classic on a Tuesday, Train Sim World 3 on a Wednesday. And we will see how it goes. Right, so we've got 20 coming up. As we go over this bridge. Into West Norwood. A little bendy one. And stop. So I was due in at 16, 19, 40 ETA, 16, 19, 40. Actually, I'm pretty much on time as well. That'll wake you up, wouldn't it? Imagine having that as your alarm. I think it's places like this where you've got a north something and east something. There isn't an East Norwood, not that I'm aware of, or North Norwood or South Norwood. Streatham Hill, 1.3 miles. That's practically a long distance run. What does that do? Nothing. I want to push the... Ow! I want to push the big button. Oh, hang on, I was speeding then. Oh well. Oh, now you give me the higher speed limit. Yep, thank you. So a 30, then up to a 50. So we are still chasing that late train. Because we're on time, it's running late. Thing is, you think to regulate the service back again, they'd hold us a bit longer in the previous. They'd say, right, okay, we'll wait there for 2 minutes then to give you some separation. But supposing that makes us late and the train behind late. It's not a most. It's not a most. That's words. It's not the most rapid of routes. And it's because a little inter-urban. Yellow. So single yellow. So the next one is red. So I reckon that train we're chasing. Well, no, it must have just left Streatham Hill then. Because it means the light at the other end of Streatham Hill is currently red. So we'll take a slow trundle through the tunnel. So we're due in here 16:23:40. Our ETA 16:23:21. So despite going slowly, we're actually ahead of time. That's not good. We don't want that. Right, slowly it down then into Streatham Hill. Oh, staggered platform thing. Oh no, it's not. It's just one's longer than the other. Well, it could be still slightly staggered. Look, the houses. Well, it's not houses. It looks like there's houses right on the edge of the platform. Convenient for work if you travel by train. Ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived at Streatham Hill. The doors are now opening for no one to disembark or embark. As long as it's not like disembowel. Excuse me, we're at Streatham Hill now. We're just going to be disemboweled. Sorry? Oh yeah, sorry, we got confused. It's disembark, not disemboweled. If you can get disemboweled, what if you can get emboweled? Put them back. Balham in a mile. Go, go, go. 50-mile-an-hour limit. Well, then down to 30, but we don't worry about that just yet. Or, okay, maybe we should worry about that then. Yes, definitely isn't a rapid line. We got to like 50 a couple of times. We've still got to negotiate our way round and back into Victoria. Nice girl. Makes a lovely cake. Sponge, I should say, not cake. Is a cake a sponge? Is a sponge a cake? I don't know. It is walking distance between the next two stations. Ow. We're now approaching Balham. Did that train just come out of here? I suppose it came out of that platform that side, so we're going this platform this side. So why are these ones used then? Into Balham. And maybe eventually, slightly, possibly stop. Doors sound like wooden. That's definitely quite loud. Right, so double yellows, which means we're chasing something in front of us. Probably, and I'm going to go out on a limb here, another train. Oh no, we've got green now. Ah, so the one that we're following that's late is getting further away. So if we go slow, then we should stay behind it. And that's the plan. Although I can already see down there, there's double yellows. So it hasn't got that much distance in front, unless that changes to a green. Which it just has. But it's pointless us doing the accelerating too quickly, because then we're going to catch it up again. So if we just take it slowly between here and Wandsworth Common. Watch out for your ears. Oh no, because it's green. Ah. So if I can keep the lights in front of me green, then we're fine. The only thing I think we're going to have an issue is when we come into Victoria. Because if that's the terminus, unless it puts us in on a different platform to the one that we're chasing, then we might have to wait for it to leave before we can arrive. Hope I'm doing a better job than Southern Rail. No guarantee. But thank you, Tom. We have arrived at Wandsworth Common. Until it's common. It's wearing like black leggings. If you're a woman, of course. How's things? Things are good. I'm going to have a jelly baby, actually. No, it's quite a quiet route. Right, Clapham Junction, 1.3 miles. That should be busy. If this is somewhat realistic, there should be a lot of trains in that Clapham Junction, because that's a really busy interchange. So we will see what happens at Clapham Junction. Yeah, there's a bus, coach, train replacement, coach, bus, train replacement, bus, coach, bus, train, coach, bus replacement, train, bus, coach service. That's why it's what it is. There's a few outages on Saturday when I was in London. Didn't cause us many disruptions. We just work our way around them. Because the Wombles were playing, Wimbledon Station was pretty busy. I don't even know which Womble won. No, weather was really nice actually. Ended up with my jacket tied around my waist most of the day. I took it because it was raining when I left Swindon, and by the time I got to London, it was fine. By the time I got into central London, it was like, yeah, this is quite warm. Right, double yellows, and down to a 20. Makes some weird noises. One sounds like it's a clockwork train. Right, Clapham Junction, where there are no other trains. Well, we can't moan at Dovetail because this is quite an old, about 9-year-old route. This, I think, which in gaming terms is quite a long time. But yet, there would always be something on the move here. Wow, I've been called many things in my time, Tom. I don't know if that's a compliment or not. Or clapping if the trains arrived today. We've arrived at Clapham Junction. Clapham Junction is this stop. So this takes us back to Victoria. Nice girl. Then we should change trains. Battersea Park. 1.4 miles. Then it's Victoria, that's it. It's supposed to be a 55-minute route. It's not going to be 55 minutes. Was this the era that people that did routes didn't possess a stopwatch? So yeah, it's a 4-hour route. I did it in 20 minutes. Ah, okay, yeah, it might be 20 minutes. And I'm pretty much on time as well. I'm actually early by 15 seconds. Battersea Power Station station. Now, this is set in 2014, so that's not around, is it? It's an impressive building, Battersea Power Station. But I do wonder with situations like that. And it was busy. Actually, I've been during the week where it's empty and been at weekends when it's busy. I do wonder, how many of these shopping centres do we actually need? How am I on minus 3,000 points? Because I'm that good. Went into one in Cardiff that, well, like half the shopping centre was just literally just deserted, nothing open. And it was like, oh wow. Right, so yeah, there's a shard in the distance, so back roughly to where we started by going past the shard. Yeah, I'm not actually leaving the house and going anywhere till September. Yeah, I've got like 7 weeks without going out anywhere. I don't know if I'm going to cope with that. After pretty much going out somewhere every other week since, what, February? That's a train. So there's Battersea Power Station. Well, it gives me a reason to sort out my garden, which is weed fest because of all the good weather. So that's my job this Saturday, out there with me strimmer with a saw blade. Right, we are stopping at Battersea Park. Braking, stopping. So penultimate stop for this scenario. There's the word of the day. This. An Ethan free weekend. I saw him last weekend, and the weekend before, and the weekend before. I've seen him every weekend for the last 3 weeks. There's only so much of Ethan one person can take. London Victoria in 1.1 miles. So back into central London. We didn't really get held up that much by that late running train that was supposed to be in front of us. Right, it's just there's no other trains, is there? This thing would be heaving with trains in and out of London. You know, all these lines, there would be just constant stuff on them. So yeah, Battersea Power Station, now a shopping centre and flats and things. It's actually really nice around there. One of those places that it sounds like a nice place to live, but would you want to live there? Because at the weekends you can't move anywhere, because it's just full of people. There's one place we've been to on our trips in and out of London where I got off the is it Overground? It wasn't DLR. I've been Overground. Got off the Overground and thought, yeah, I could live here, and that's Barking Riverside. It's far enough out that it's not busy, but close enough to central London you can just like hop on a train and go in if you wanted to. Right, so slowing it down back into London, Victoria. No, not cheap to live. One of those things that if you had won the lottery type scenario, place on the south coast, place just on the outskirts of London. So you could go in, see a few shows, get a bit of life, and then go back to the south coast. One of those places, I've got friends that are going to London for the weekend. You can go, actually, go and stay at my place, sort of situation. Yeah, you'd want a place there, but you wouldn't want to live there. I've been to Victoria Station in real life. Yeah. Was I there this weekend? The route we took around London this Saturday, I couldn't tell you half the stations we went to. I know we went to London Bridge. I know we went to Waterloo. We ended up at Paddington. I know we went to Grange Hill. Did we get off at Stratford? Went to Stratford. I don't know. Went so many places. Now arriving at London Victoria, platform 9. We will change trains. Oh, that's cars. Okay, where's my train? There it is. Opening the doors. I've been to Dagenham. No, actually, my first time in Essex was last Saturday. One of the stations we went to is actually in Essex. So it's the first time I'd ever been to Essex. Lots of this country I haven't seen that I really want to. I just need to win the lottery and get over and done with. Well done, driver. Hopefully the run after Crystal Palace is not too disruptive for you. Prepare for your trip back to London Bridge. No. Is it gonna? Thank you. So yeah, 15:54 to 16:41. So that wasn't really a 55-minute trip, would it? And of course, Larwood got 1,000 points on that one. Of course he did, because Larwood. I didn't do that. Right, let's scroll back down to it again. I've forgotten how the alphabet works. South London Network. So that's the one 50 minutes it was supposed to be. So that's one we just did, was that one. We've got here, that's a nighttime one, do on that. Stopper on the bridge. Well, that's going to be to London Bridge. That's going to be the other way around, but that's going to the same thing. We'll do the capital thingy. Passenger run to West Croydon. We'll do the capital start. Oh, we got 375 as well. So we'll do the capital start. Then we'll do the 375, which is only a short one, isn't it? Okay, let's do this one. because it's in the afternoon. At least you'll be able to see what we're doing. Hopefully. Okay, we got a cutscene. Good afternoon, driver. You'll shortly be taking this passenger service to West Croydon. Open the doors to let the passengers on board before departure. Okay. Lights. Is that lights? Headlights. Let's do it from here. Nope. There we go. That's better. We got noise. We got windows. Oh, we got window. We got window this side. Hang on, open the window. All passengers on board, you can now depart for West Croydon, calling at all stations en route. Oh, we're single-handed operation on this one as well, aren't we? So I've got to remember, just do that with one hand. Okay. Let's turn the game volume down a little bit. Wow, this thing's quicker. Right, New Cross Gate. Oh, apart from when we're coasting. When we've got no noise at all. Oh, Dovetail, we love you. Michael, thank you very, very much. 36 months, 3 years. Thank you indeed, Michael. Your continued support is appreciated. Hope you're doing okay. Hope the railways have been good to you today. Right, so we just got to make sure the power's on then. Otherwise, we get no audio. This is an old route. Can't really forgive them. Can't forgive them. Can't really blame them. Or can't forgive them. One of the two. So we'll do this in the 378. Then we'll jump to the 375. That's a train. I don't really want to be accelerating down towards the station, but if you want audio, we ain't got a lot of choice. Bing! It'll be fine. We'll get to test out the brakes. Hopefully they're good. Off for a week now. Nice. Yeah, I got to wait another 7 weeks for a week off. Week off in September. And then that's it till Christmas. So I've got to go the whole of October, whole of November, and a couple of weeks of December. That's going to be painful. And then next year, I'm actually going to book a holiday. Right, arriving at New Cross Gate. These things are still running, I think. I recognise this. I'm sure these are the ones that are on the line now thing, route thing, the ones, these ones. I don't pay attention to what the numbers are. They've got numbers. They're quite numbery. Tomorrow night, by the way, back with some Train Sim World 3, more trains, We're going to be doing a Midland Main Line, so a bit of HST diesel action. Thursday night, might do some Subway Sim Hamburg on Thursday. And then Friday night, which we're playing with our balls. Saturday night, got some Open TTD, some Transport Tycoon. And then Sunday afternoon, back on the farm. This train sounds like an F1 car. No, that was the 323. Right, broccoli. Can't stand broccoli. Other vegetables are available. Slight speeding. Not quite so speeding. Right, 0.3 of a mile, that's a third. I know, I was quick at that. To broccoli. Oh, not emergency. Oh wow, those brakes are quite good. Oh, DC or AC. I'll see, depending on how they're running, I suppose. Yeah, but DC would be third rail, wouldn't it? AC would be overhead. I just don't like the lack of noise from this. The door's opening? Oh yeah, they open back there. Just didn't want to open this carriage then. Fine, don't open then. See if we care. The passengers don't get off. I don't care. I'm getting paid anyway. I get paid to drive to and from the stations, open the doors. Some of the doors are open. If you don't want to get off, it's your fault, not my fault. So there. How'd you like them apples? Got an interior view on this? Oh, we have. Oh, fancy. It's a long view down there. Hello, people. I can tilt my head. Right, Honor Oak Park. 1.0 of the things. Why is it got the Cyclops eye thing up here as well? Right. Full power. Let's see what this can do. Although we got to stop in a mile. He's Lurch sitting there with a white face. What, him? Oh, blimey. Yeah, he does look a bit creepy. Right, so Honor Oak Park, then back to Forest Hill. I'm guessing back round towards London Bridge then.
Sorry, I don't know that.
So, did I speak to you? No. Shut up. Yeah, I actually prefer the other train to this one, because at least that had some traction motor noise. This one, when you're coasting, nothing. It's far too quiet. There is no noise. Pardon me doing that. Literally no noise. It's the world's quietest train. This could be revolutionary. passengers wouldn't complain. People, you know, if you live near a train line, you wouldn't complain because you wouldn't hear the thing. Just power on, coast. Power on, coast. That horn's loud if you're sat inside, though. Yikes. Right, Forest Hill next. Platform D. As we make our way back round towards London Bridge. Hopefully it's not falling down. Well, as long as it doesn't fall down while we're parked on top of it, we'll be fine. Okay, a bit early on the braking. We're now going to whisper mode. And that is it Airwolf or Blue Thunder? Blue Thunder, wouldn't it? That's a good film. That thing had a whisper mode. We're now arriving at Forest Hill. Slowly and quietly. The train at the other side makes more noise than this thing. Let's hope the 375 is noisier. Are the doors going to open? Nope. So, okay, so the doors on the front carriage not opening. Other doors are. I think this model might be slightly broken. We're not going all the way to London Bridge. We're going to West Croydon. Okay, so how many other stoppies have we got left then? Sydenham, Penge. That place I can't see. Sydenham, Penge, Amerley, Norwood Junction and West Croydon. Okay, so we've got a few to go. Forwards. To Sydenham. Again, you know, can't complain too much. This is a 9-year-old route, I think it is. So, you know, it's not a bad route. Again, like many of the routes that we do that are like this sort of length, this is one that once again would lend itself to Train Sim World 3, sort of a loop around southern London. So many routes that would look great in Train Sim World 3. We are now approaching Sydenham at speed. Slowing down. And stop. The doors on the... No, yeah, definitely the doors on this front carriage are not opening. like, I'm sorry, you got to. Well, at least they can walk through, can't they? Doors are out of order. Just walk back a few paces, meters, some distance to the other, to the other one where the other one's open, and walk back to that one. You'd be reet. It'll be fine. Penge West, in fact. Go. 3/4 of a mile. It does amaze me how close some of these stations are together. I'm always amazed in London. We got on the Elizabeth line somewhere, no idea where, on Saturday, and we got there just as the train was leaving. So the train had just left and we were still waiting for the next one. About 6 minutes, 7 minutes, something like that for the next one. By the time the train arrived, you couldn't see down the platform. It was just packed with people. I'm just amazed every time I go in and out of London, no matter what time of the day. It's so flipping busy. Just people just everywhere. Wow, these next two are really close together. Penge West and Annerley. You can actually see, yes, you can, look, there's the next, that's ridiculous. There's the next station there. That's, okay, most of my train's in a station, that's fine. Oh, now they open. What's going on with this train? But yeah, there's the next, that train is stopped at the next. That's ridiculous. At least you can see when your train's coming. Oh, there it is down there. But like some streets, when you used to get the bus, you could see the bus at the next bus stop, so you knew when it was approaching you. But blimey, that's quite a close distance. Right, Annerley, 0.4 of a mile. All right, hold on to your hats, people. That's a long way. Wow. Surely it doesn't justify. Well, it must justify, otherwise one of them would be closed. That's just not very, like, yeah, that train's now at that station there. That's a very short distance as distances go. There's none of these people get on or off. They're always just on the train. Where are they going? Slightly concerned. None of them get on. No new people get on. Nobody gets off. I'd be worried. I'd get to the end. I'd be like, I'm not going back there. What if they're all still there? They're in it for the ride. Go. Which is pretty. Actually, that's the thing I did on Saturday. A little. Is it Greenford? It might have been Greenford. A little like shuttle service from Greenford to somewhere in a 166, which we only did for the ride. Reminds me of that. Okay, we've got a 45 and then into Norwood. Yeah, So at the moment, I prefer the other one we were in, the 456, the one with the 6 in. The 456, was it? That's just numbers in sequential order. This one is fine, apart from when you coast and it makes no noise. Like that. Which I don't know if that's the train or the scenario or the route that's not giving it any of the noisage. Greenford to West Ealing. That's the one. Yeah, it did that. Yeah, is that going to be something that's a battery powered thing they're going to try out, isn't it? Yeah, so yeah, I did that. Yeah, I went to West Ealing. I was like, why are we here? It was like, oh, we did something special. And Ethan was like, well, I know you like a 166, so I'm taking you on a 166. I was like, oh, cool. In all fairness to him, he did 2 really cool things for me on Saturday, both as surprises. One was the Greenford branch, and one was book tickets for the London Eye, which I'd never been on, and kept that a secret. He just said, we got to be somewhere at 4:15. I was like, okay. Ended up on the South Bank. He said, right, I booked tickets to go on the London Eye. So it was a rather enjoyable day. Sorry, yeah, 165. Well, he looks the same as the 166. It was a 165. But it was from Diesely. I did say, are there any more like this around London where they're running a little diesel unit on something? And apparently there are. So if you ever went to London, you'd need it. I've always enjoyed going around London. I haven't been in and out of London as much as I have in the last like 6 months for a long time. So I'm not a train geek. It's about the travel for me. I went to Grange Hill on Saturday just because. But yeah, it's more about I enjoy the getting places and going somewhere you've never been before. I don't care how I get there, but it's about the travelling. So, and I do enjoy the hustle and bustle of London. So I couldn't live in the centre of London, but it's nice to go in and then come back out again. Say Woolwich High Street was just ridiculously busy. But then we walked under the Woolwich Foot Tunnel because the ferry wasn't operating, and there were like 2 people. Yet when we did the one by the Cutty Sark, that was just packed. Go to France for Dave our Eurostar. Yeah, I've been looking at that. You can actually do it quite cheaply if you go like midweek off peak. So like a midweek day in October and November, you can actually do for like 60 quid each way. So, and I do want to do it. I've been to Paris once. It was there about 10 minutes. So I do want to go back and just have a wander around Paris. And maybe jump on the Paris metro. Okay, so West Croydon is next. Is that a final stop already in this scenario? I think it is. What route's next? I don't know. Something with the 375. Going to keep it the same route, but a different scenario. So hopefully the 375 makes some noise. Because this doesn't. And trust me, it wouldn't be this quiet. It's only when it's accelerating or braking do we get any noise. Can you do Eurostar? No. Someone has done the Eurotunnel, I think, but it's not done very well. Again, I don't know if that would be that exciting as a route because you're in a tunnel for 35 minutes. You come out of the tunnel, you loop around, you stop, you load up, you go back in the tunnel again. Well, for the freight one anyway. The passenger one, obviously, you'd get the run from London to Paris. So if the whole thing was in, that'd be quite interesting. But that's a lot of work to do that, I think. So we've got a 20 limit, then I'm guessing because of this bit up here. And we're back down to a 60. Oh, braking. Yeah, I got excited. I saw the hill, saw the speed limit coming up, and forgot that I was on such a low speed limit currently. How am I finishing with? Oh yeah, I'm in a plus for points. That never happens. Why is that a thing? It can't be right. Something's broken in the world. How have I got pointage? Right. West Croydon on the map. We got double yellow in front of us. Oh, at least we got a 60 now. At least we can get a bit of audio as we accelerate towards it. I actually quite like that train, the one we drove first, because at least that's got some audio. It's ugly, but, you know, that does a job. Right, so here's a single yellow. Which means we're going to get a red at the other end of the platform, which we're not worried about because we're stopping there anyway. And in silence, we come into West Croydon. It's not like we're getting any noise in the outside view either. Alright, into West Croydon, where this train terminates. Well, we terminate the train. So we get... No, we get noise at the beginning bit of the braking and then nothing at the end. Oh, let's hope it's not the route that's giving me the noise issues. Right, open the doors. Where these ones don't open, again, surprisingly. See, inside the audio's fine. We've even got the windows open to try and give us a bit of noise from the outside. It failed to work. Well done, you stopped at all scheduled stations. Let's see how well you did. 866 of the points, though. That's pretty good for me. Finishing in a plus. 866. Oh, beaten by Larwood, beaten by Ethan. One, I can expect to be beaten by Larwood, but beaten by Ethan? Well, you can't have everything, I suppose. Right, so let's go and do one on the one, I've forgotten the alphabet gun, South London. So 375. That's cloudy 1934. Is that it? We got 3 on the 375. Yeah. Diversion of via East Croydon. We could do a stormy one then. That's a bit longer. We did a stormy one. It's a bit rainy. Good evening, driver. Today we'll be driving the service from Orpington to London Victoria, starting at Kent House. You'll be calling at Kent House, Pengy, Sydenham Hill, West Dulwich, Herne Hill, Brixton and London Victoria. First, you need to pick up passengers at Kent House. Pop wipers on. Oh, not put sand down. Pop lights on. Into the forwards thing. go. We got an inside view on this one. Oh, we have. We're sat facing. Okay. Doors that do the opening thing, though. Right, Penge East. Or single handle, okay. And if I open the window, it's going to make a great deal of difference. It might get a bit wet. Probably not. We'll soon see if we get some wheel slippage in the brain then. There we go, we get audio. See, I don't ask for much. A little bit of track noise, that's all I want. Right, single yellow. And into Penge East. Where hopefully we can do the stopping type thing. How many rain here today? Yeah. Braking. And all the doors open. Blimey. So where are we stopping? Penge East, Sydenham Hill, West Dulwich, Herne Hill, Brixton and London Victorias. Proper train. No image expected here. Good to know. Obviously taking a long time here at Penge East. Passengers may take a while to board and disembark from this train. Please be patient and tip your driver. Why are we taking so long at Penge for no one to get on or off the train? We got points though. Right, Sydenham Hill, 1.5 miles. Go. Shame we can have pictures of Ethan. Don't want to scare the passengers. Into the tunnel we go. I'll keep the wiper on just in case it's raining in the tunnel. See, you need to take the coasting audio from this train and put it on the other one. Just do that, dovetail. That'll solve your problem. That's quite a long bit of tunnelage. Didn't really need to keep the wiper going, but you know, we will now. It's fine, it's not doing the squeaky thing. Braking, more braking. We've arrived at Sydenham Hill. This train bound for hell, probably. There are 9 circles of hell, isn't it? We're starting on the outer circle and working our way in. I don't know why they put the view here, kneeling on the seat. So they could just put it back a bit so that I can't look round that far. I think Shaka won't let me. Yeah, it could put it back a bit, so at least I was sat there rather than like here. Bit weird. 7 circles of hell. Was it? It's always 9, 7? I don't know. There's more than one. When I go, I'm going straight to the middle. Bang. That's it. Yeah, definitely allow you a bit of time to get on and off the train on this one. Yeah, it's fine. We'll give you 10 minutes to get on and off. It's okay. It will be nice and warm. I won't care. Are we on time? 16? No, we're actually... Oh, we were early by a minute. Oh, that's true. Right, West Dulwich, where we're due... Well, actually, we're going to be late now at West Dulwich. Maybe it isn't. Maybe I don't give it all of the beans. Just give it some of the beans. Right, so we approach West Dulwich early. I don't know how I could have done this any slower. Unless I just didn't accelerate. Well, I'd just be staying at the other station. I'd be stupid. Braking. And stop. West Dulwich. I've been here, I don't think so. Many places I haven't been. This is one of them. There are other places as well. Kathmandu. Never been there. Don't know why that popped into my head. Come on, people. You just no. You take your time. We've got plenty of time. You can just board at your own pace. It's fine. You're wearing a short sleeve shirt and it's raining. You're going to get a tad wet. Herne Hill is next. So we're due at 18:11. So we're running late. Good. That's the way it should be. It can't be being on time or anything. Whatever next. Herne Hill is in less than 1 mile. Yeah, tomorrow night back with more trains. Train Sim World 3. I'm going to be on the Midland Main Line. So a bit of diesel HST action. Thursday night, going to be doing some Subway Sim Hamburg. I've had a few updates since I first played it. So going to be giving that a go. Friday night, we should be here playing with our balls in multiplayer. And Saturday night, some Open TTD, some Transport Tycoon. And then Sunday afternoon, back on the farm. So lots of things coming up the rest of this week. Getting myself back into a proper streaming schedule again now. No more time off until September. So the next 7 weeks we're back to normal. Well, as normal is. Into Herne Hill. It's a very slow line, this. Seven weeks of me. Yeah, and I don't know what I'm doing yet on that week off. It's not going to be as hectic as my last week off, dashing around the countryside. It may be my week to build my PC room. Now my spare room's empty. I can actually get it decorated, get some carpet down. So I've got the next 7 weeks to do that. And then that week off I could then build my new computer desk and stuff. And then just spend a day transferring everything over. And then strip this room out, decorate it, and have this as a spare room. That is the plan. So rather than being this 8-foot square box room, and then in a much larger room. Right, Brixton. Although knowing me, come Christmas, I'll still be sat in this exact same room. So a 20 limit as we cross the points here. It's still weird looking in my spare room, and there's a bed in there, a chair in there, a bookcase, a table. You know, it looks nice and tidy. It's not full of boxes, which is just weird. Although it has currently got my old TV in it. My TV died on Sunday night. Screen went all fritzy and then went bright white. Did the normal thing, turn it off, turn it on again. Nothing. Turned it off for a period of time, turned it on again, nothing, still bright white. Went on the Googles, and yeah, circuit board issue. Could have repaired it if I'd have replaced capacitors and things and done stuff, but I'm not that way inclined. So good old Argos. New TV delivered last night. So the old one is going to go and definitely be recycled in a respectable way and not just end up in landfill. No, Ethan didn't break it. To be honest, it was a cheap TV. I bought it as a stopgap. It was like 200 and something quid. And it was a Hitachi end of the line thing. So, and it's 3 years. So I'm not complaining. It's just like I could done without spending like, 400 quid on a new TV. But hey, TV is quite important. I actually prefer the new one. It sits slightly lower on my little unit. Picture quality is a bit better. Yeah, the TV up in front of me here is probably 10 years old. Probably more than that. An old Sony flat screen TV. And still going strong. I paid a lot of money for that. Right, London Victoria in 3 miles. It did something about getting stuck behind some yellows or something. I wasn't really paying attention. Is that a final stop? Yeah. Surely these scenarios... Hang on. So I've done a 50-minute scenario, a 35-minute scenario, and another 35-minute scenario in 1 hour and 38 minutes. How is that a thing? It's a Toshiba 55-inch... thing, 4K thing. I would like to spend a lot of money on an OLED, which is what my long-term plan is. But again, it's justifying that sort of spending a lot of money. You can use TV to replace a PC screen. The only thing you might find is refresh rate. So if you're doing like shooty games, TVs haven't quite got the refresh rate that a monitor will have. But for the sort of game playing that most of us do, sim gaming, fine. A couple of people that used to be part of the community both ran on big TVs. So I had like a 50-inch TV. It sat on a desk in front of them as their main monitor. Looks damn impressive. The one above me is a 40-inch. I run on, I got 4 27-inch screens around me. But because I can just about touch the screen in front of me, sitting the distance I have, I am from them, running a 27-inch normal monitor, I don't know it's an issue. But yeah, you can run a PC on a normal TV. Right, so 2 miles into London Victoria. On a rather wet and miserable day by the looks of things. Right, yeah, double yellows, these are mentioned. Slightly uphill. It won't be busy. which is again when we did the London, no, Southeastern High Speed, coming into London on Southeastern High Speed. There's so much stuff coming in and out on Train Sim World 3. It's really, really impressive. This, there'll be nothing. You know, we'd have passed loads of trains by now. In reality. It's past. Oh God, that's a view. It's past Battersea Power Station again. So all this is developed now. So yeah, a 50-minute route, a 35-minute route, and a 35-minute route in an hour and 42 minutes. Someone do the maths on that. Although, are we just going to get held here now? Is that why it's going to take this long? Well, it should be 2 hours and 5 minutes of route. And we've been streaming an hour and 42. Regardless of the countdown thing, me waffling and then actually starting the route. So yeah, sometimes these timings on these routes just don't work. There's a train down there, there's one here, and we're here. Double yellow there, single yellow there. What are we waiting on? Let's have a quick look. So we're there. There's something in our... Yeah, there's something where we want to be. Dover and Ramsgate to London Victoria. Well, that's going to have to come back out. Or was that waiting to go in? That's waiting to go in. So that's blocking our route. So we can't go anywhere until that moves. That might be waiting for... No, that can't come over there. So is that waiting for this to come out? Before that can go in. And then we can't go in until that comes out. So this is why it's a 35-minute route. We're going to sit here. So there's one coming out over here. We're waiting for this one in a distance here to move before we can go. But I'm guessing also that one's got a cross in front of us. Oh yeah, it's on a siding. Yeah, so yeah, you're right, because buffer's there. So that's not in the way. It's this one down here then. So that's out of the way now. It's waiting on this one down here to move, one in the distance. And that can't move until... So that's us. Yeah, that's waiting on that one. There we go. Victoria to Ramsgate and Dover Priory. That's coming out now. So that will come past there. It means that can go in. And then once that goes, we'll move. So we're waiting now for these to come out. And then we should be going in. It did say we'd get held. Right, we should see those trains any second. Yep, there's one. It's on the inside there. Once that passes, another one there. That one should move soon. So this one's going to come up by the side of us. Yeah, that one's now moving. The one that's in front of us has now moved. That's coming through. This one here is coming through. So once that's moved past the next signal, we should get a yellow, hopefully. Yeah, that's going in slowly, but it's going in. There we go. There's our yellow. So next one's a red, which is just down here though, so we've got to be careful. So just round this corner we're going to get another red. So we need to make a custom route that includes coal loading, and not at the moment. You can make custom scenarios sort of stopping, but I don't think you can do anything with freight. You can't set it to load and unload. Shame really, because I really wish they'd open that sort of thing up. And we wait again. I would rather wait back there. Now we wait for the signal to change again. Yeah, this is why it's a 35-minute route. You spend 10 minutes sat at a signal waiting to get into Victoria. Is that my fault? Is that because we're late? Yeah, I really must come back and look at some of those American freight routes again for Train Sim World 3. I'm not really a fan of freight. I just find it quite boring. Just chugging along at like 30 miles an hour for a long period of time. Come on, light. Change. Do it. Come on, you know you want to. Do the thing that you do with the changing thing. There we go. Platform 4. We have the go. Well, yeah, that's why the majority of my stuff is on the UK. I've got enough UK routes to keep me going. I think I should really go back and look. I did a bit of the Long Island Railroad the other week. See, I'm doing Midland Main Line tomorrow on Train Sim World 3. And then I'm going to do Great Western Express next week, so we can just compare the HSTs. And then maybe I'll go back and do something in America Land. Right, into Victoria. Passengers too nerve-wracking? No. I think as a passenger route, it gives you more to do. Although you can class the picking up freight, coupling and uncoupling, all that stuff, things to do. But I like the sort of routes that, you know, you've got a few miles, stop, unload, reload, do a few miles, stop, unload, reload. But, you know, each their own. And that's the good thing that Train Sim and Train Sim World gives us. Is there something for everybody? You know, UK stuff is my favourite because I'm from the UK, so I know it all. But some of the German stuff's been really, really nice. Shunting puts you off. Yeah, it's... Some people enjoy that, though. Somebody quite happily just move wagons backwards and forwards. Again, it's, you know, it's whatever you want to get out of it, whatever you enjoy. We are arriving at Victoria. Didn't come here this time in London. Came here last time, I think. (16, 29 and 28 seconds. Well, it's more than that now. It's not rapid at loading and unloading, is it? So, no, we're going to take our time. Allow the people's time to get on and off the train. One thing you never appreciate is when you go to a terminus station and a train's due back out. You don't appreciate the fact that on the train leaving Waterloo on Saturday, it was pretty much, it was coming into the station and they announced it was, you know, our train going back out again. So literally people got off, we got on, and within a few minutes it was turned around and gone again. So you don't quite appreciate how tight the turnaround times are, and that train's just going all the way back out, turns around the other end, comes all the way back, and on like a 50-minute run in and out of London. Right, so that was the 375. So we've done the 456, the 378, and the 375. Is there something short we can do in one of them before we end? South, no, that's South Wales. I've gone too far. South London. There's a 20-minute. But I still want me the noise. Victoria to London Bridge. We'll do a couple of stops in this, in the 356 before we end, unless it ends up picking up a lot of time. That's okay, that's zooming. That's a long way down the... Okay. Good morning, driver. Today you'll be running the 0841 inner South London line service to London Bridge, calling at all stations. No delays are expected. Please pick up passengers at London Victoria. It is the ugly train with the missing carriage. Bizarre. So where are we going? Victoria, Battersea Park, Wandsworth Road, Clapham High Street, Denmark Hill, Peckham Rye, Queen's Road, South Bermondsey, London Bridge. We'll see how much we can get done. Whether we do the whole run or not is another matter. Next up, I don't mind this actually. It's ugly, but in a functional kind of way, if that makes sense. The Edinburgh to Glasgow one is just ugly. Well, yeah, I suppose it is, but it's just the fact there's that stupidly really small window to look out of. That's the bit that annoys me with it. We're going to have a bit of a race on. So yellow. Oh God, speeding. Which means I'm going to get a red now. Yeah, I want to get going. I thought I'd be stopping at a red. Why release us from the station then if we're going to go straight to a red? So yeah, we're on our way, but we're not on our way. Oh great, now I can't see it from the cab. Oh, there we go. I'll say we could probably try and catch these trains up, but we won't now. See, this is how you expect it to be. Busy like this. I would just want to get caught behind reds all the time. Didn't quite stop. But again, that's yellow. So the next one's red. Oh, it's nice green. Yes, that's all changed now. Battersea Power Station's all fancy now. It did say no delays, but we got yellow. Gingerly? Gingerly, I think is what you were trying to... Welcome to Lesson 4 in Understanding Trent. What, Gingerly? Hey, no, farming was Sunday. Right, track change. Off towards Gingerly, that's the one. Off towards Battersea Park. Two attempts. Well, it's not a commonly used word, I suppose, gingerly. No, definitely not you I'm looking for. I'm looking for anybody. And stop at Battersea Park. The door's not open? I've got to press the open doors button. There we go, it helps press the open doors button. Derek?
Hello there.
Where's the park? Over there. Somewhere. There. This train is so short. It's 2-car. How's Crispy getting on with his placement? Really, really well. Really well. Right, Wandsworth Road. In the world's ugliest train. A train only a mother could love. It's not a bad little route, this, actually. It's a shame that it's only in career mode and that there aren't many scenarios. Unless other people have done other scenarios for it. I actually quite like the fact that it goes from London Bridge all the way round in a loop to Victoria. down the incline. So I was thinking that there's so many trains coming in. We left Victoria. Now you get out here, nothing. It's like whoever did the scenario was like, yeah, we put all the trains at the very beginning. Not Licky then. Yeah, but not bad the other week. Slightly disappointed. Didn't feel as steep as I thought. Or it's just because the 323 we were in was just designed to go up and down the Licky incline. And stop. Stop. Doors aren't opening. The doors are now open. The doors have opened. See, that train's making noise. Not going very fast, but this is making noise. I'm guessing our next stop is Clapham High Street because I can see it down there on the map. Definitely not a fan of this 3-seat thing going on in trains because no one ever sits in the middle seat. You get 2 people and you leave a gap between you. Unless it's when it's the commutery type people, it would get busy. Then if there's one person on the outside, would you actually sit? Would you move? I don't know, I'd just stand. Right, Clapham High Street. Which is the same distance away as the one we did it. Oh, you can just about over there. Just about over there, see it? No, they're just about to see it over there. The one we did earlier that was close together, it's the same distance between these two. Yeah, I can imagine if you're in something diseasily, you'd notice the incline. Or something freighty pulling something up there. But something electrocuted. Doesn't even break into a set. We're going to do that again at some point. We had a bit of a dash around Birmingham after the Bus Fest thing. But that's another one on the calendar for some point. Is to spend a day, because you can get a West Midlands Rover thing. And just spend a day going here, there and everywhere. Okay, so here's an interesting one. Oh no, it's down the end. I'll say, how do the people get off the platform? But there's a little underpassy thing down the bottom here. That's what they're called, underpassy things. Doors have done the opening. Yes, Michael. Pretty much. Right, Denmark Hill. 1.95 miles. Not 2 miles. No, 1.95. Here we got a 30. It's slightly the wrong country for Denmark. Ow. Ow. Gantry to the face. I was going to speed up then, but then realised I got 30 coming up. Don't do it. Oh, another train. Someone say duck. Been a while since you've had a ducky. He won't be back this Sunday either, so it'll be a couple of weeks before he's around. That sounds very wrong. Yeah, he's not around this Sunday, so it'll be the 30th, end of the month. Alright, we've got a 45, but then we got Denmark Hill. Not far away. So this point is doing too much at the accelerator is. I'll do a little bit. Yeah, I don't mind this train actually. It's ugly, but it's not bad. Someone say there's an AP pack for it. Say after the whole wanting to charge us 20 quid for some clouds thing, I don't think I'll be buying anything off AP again. Oh, don't brake too soon. Yeah, not a bad little route, this one. Hi, Nitro. So Denmark Hill, then Peckham Rye, which is literally just down there. Where the world famous Peckham Spring comes from. And stop. Welcome to Denmark Hill. Doesn't look very hilly. Doesn't look very Danish. Not that I've been to Denmark. Is it Danish with the Vikings? Are they Danish? So not many people with... there's not many long ships and people with horns on their heads wandering around. They could be. They've been to Denmark Hill. So I don't know. I have a lot of bacon. I've got bacon in the fridge. I'm not sure if it's still in date. I'll have to check. Okay, Peckham Rye. Yeah, ugly train, but for a little two-car, it's not bad. Right, why was that doing a thing? Double, yeah, no, we got a green. Oh, speed limit change, that's why. No, he didn't give us it there, though. I'm confuzzled. Oh, braking. For some reason. Why are we doing 20? What is the reason why you want me to do 20? Oh, these points. Okay, into Peckham Rye. That's a noise. That was some forklift trucks. It's like the forklift truck makes more noise than the train. Braking. There's a train. Bloody old CRT departure screens. You remember those? Those were the days. So what have we got? Peckham Rye, Queen's Road, South Bermondsey, London Bridge. They're not flaps. I think it's a... I'm guessing it's a cover for something? Or where the cables go in? It's probably just a place to plug the cables in. They obviously serve a purpose. Right, Queen's Road. Not for air. Well, there's some sort of cableage there. Obviously a reason for it. Right, give it the beans. So we may as well finish the route now. We're only a couple of stops from the end. Make our way back to Victoria. And braking into Queen's Road, Peckham. Why is it called Queen's Road, Peckham, and not just Queen's Road? People need to know it's the Peckham one. Is there another Queen's Road? Doors are opening. Doors have opened. It's what they do. They're doors. It's their whole purpose in life. It's their mantra, to open and to close. Oh, another train. Not stopping. You can tell that by the way that it didn't. Okay, South Bermondsey next. Still got that tube train noise about it. Odd that we get a 60 run all the way up here before we then have to slam the anchors on. I slowed down way too early. Shocker. And stop. So you just about make out the walkie-talkie and the shard, but this is set in 2014, or it's released in 2014. They wouldn't have been there then, surely. 24 of these trains built and 24 scrapped. Oh dear, that's not good. It's a shame. I know you can't keep everything. You know, you're not going to want to keep one of every train ever built, are you? But you know, things like this, it is a shame, and I do get the reason for preservation societies and stuff that keep certain things alive, but it is a bit ugly. Right, London Bridge, final stop for today on the South London network. Wow, that's busy. See, that's what it should be. They were built in York. Right, are we going to get caught at any lights on the way in this time? Green ahead of us. Just erring slightly on the side of caution. No, still got a green. Right, double yellow. Right, single yellow. Oh indeed, I tried to take a super glue lid off. I get it stuck to my fingers. Or you can't get it off because it's stuck. Oh, it's going to hold us here again. Oh, actually, it might be right. I reckon as soon as this train here comes past us, will we let go? This is going to come on my track. No, we're okay. There's a moment there where I thought he was heading towards me. That wouldn't have ended well. Right, here we go. Platform 16. All the way down the end. You've never been to London Bridge. Quite an impressive station. Next time we go, Derek, you'll have to come with us. Sometime in September, I think. It's my next trip into Londinium. I have arrived at London Bridge, platform 16. Where this train terminates. We can't go any further, basically, because there's a thing in the way. We could go a little bit further, but as far as going somewhere else, no. That's it. The end has arrived. It's here. You have arrived in hell, also known as Milton Keynes. See, this is a bit... Oh, there we go. And you can say, I got 988 points on that one. How is the... What? How is that a thing? 2 points. I beat Ethan by 1 point. Ethan's now going to be trying this again. He's going to be doing that scenario now to make sure he can beat me. So 2 behind Larwood, 1 ahead of Ethan. I like that. I like that a lot. There we go then. We will end there. More Train Sim Classic back next Tuesday. More trains, though, back tomorrow in Train Sim World 3. I'm going to be doing Midland Main Line, so a bit of nice HST action. Thursday night, then, going to be doing some Subway Sim Hamburg, so some Subway action. So trains, trains, and trains. Friday, though, playing with our balls. Saturday night, got some open TTD, some Transport Tycoon, more trains. And then Sunday lunchtime back on the farm. With no trains. So there we go. Thanks a lot in chat for keeping me company for the last 2.5 hours. And to these people as well. Awesome Stevie. That's me. Thanks to Greg, Connor, Don, and Michael, all for subscribing. Thank you very, very much indeed. And to the moderation team, I'm sure you did something. There we go. I will be back tomorrow night for some Train Sim World 3. Until then, if you have been... Thanks very much for watching.